So CTE is Career Technical Education, and it benefits the students because they can get industry recognized credentials right here in high school. So we're a pretty unique program here because we have 7 programs. We have a fully state-of-the-art kitchen, a school store that is fully functional, TV and media production room that is state-of-the-art. Twice a year we have our program advisory committee meetings where we invite industry partners from the community to come in to speak to each of our programs. And it's just a dialogue between the instructors, students, and industry partners about what is our program doing, what's successful, what do we need to improve upon, is there anything different in the industry that's changed recently, and so that we can keep up with current industry standards.
I think the environment has a big part of it. We have a great staff here, faculty, staff, administration, the student body. I like to keep things upbeat. You can see in the background we have a bunch of different projects. But on top of that, Plymouth Regional High School as a whole, we go the extra mile. I have a lot of real world experience and stories that I share with the students. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll start a discussion and I'll get the students involved. Like, hey, has anybody gotten a flat tire? You know, what happened? Why'd you get a flat tire? I'll start with a question, get the kids thinking.
I guess we created something that powerful that it's the same, kind of the same concept in like every motor, I guess.
Working on cools is really interesting, and there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, a lot of parts. You really have to think outside of the box.
The most valuable skill I've learned is putting the car up on the stands in here safely.
I did speakers on my own car and found out they were not the right size, and kind of wandered around the shop and found some washers that fit and made it fit. It's not anywhere near the right size, but it was okay.
I'd probably tell them to pay attention and don't fool around because a lot of the stuff in the shop is dangerous. It's a fun program and you should definitely take it.
I would say that it's definitely worth the time because you learn a lot.
What makes it unique is that my students walk away with life skills, employability, and we also collaborate with local businesses and industries. The success stories that I have, a previous student, Aaron Barton, he just been employed at Johnson & Wales as a professor. The skills that they walk out there in high demand is communication skills, collaborating with others, being flexible, and just being able to work in a high-pressured environment. I try to meet some of the trends that are out with the skills that they learn, and the kids also find the recipes that they think are cool and they find on TikTok and they want to make in the kitchen. So we try to do a fun activity. I think my kids walk out of here being successful, learning new skills. I have seen a difference in kids from the beginning to the end of the year and how much they enjoy cooking.
I chose culinary for one of my CTE programs because I think cooking is a great life skill to have.
I would say the only challenging thing I've had so far in the program would honestly just be this one time during just time management. I'd have to emphasize on that. Time management is a big part about being in the kitchen.
I think culinary will help me in my future because it's just like such a life skill. Everyone in their life is going to be cooking no matter what. So I think it's just a great skill to have, and so you can make good food.
So for considering culinary and going into a CTE program, I would just say, even if you're not truly interested in going to school or like college for culinary or just having a career in the culinary arts, I'd say just take it just because it's a good lesson learned. It's good to help you throughout your life, and it's just good to have some cooking under your belt even when you're just growing up.
So culinary stays up with industry trends and current and stuff because we have like choices on what we want to make, and the school is like really helpful with providing like the ingredients and stuff we need in order to make that happen.
I think what makes my CTE program unique is that I'm teaching students how to draw technical drawings, be it either architecture or engineering. The drafting lineup of courses that we offer are start with drafting, which is a one-year class, and the intro class, and we teach a combination of the boards where we're drawing in real life and the computers where we're doing it with software. In order to make our curriculum really real life, real world, hands-on material, in the upper level classes, in our product design class, we're creating products that solve people's problems. So we're changing technology to work better and creating designs for ideas that students want to create to solve problems. And we teach people the tools and how to approach problems so that everyone can access this concept.
I really enjoy how just like building stuff with my hands and creating stuff, making new things. Doing things on AutoCAD, I think it's a really good skill to know for going to college and working with architecture and mechanical design. This program will help me in my future career by getting me prepared to work in college and really using AutoCAD to its fullest extent. We faced many challenges with the bridge building competition, just finding the right design and creating that on AutoCAD and then making it in the worker space. Just some advice I would give to the freshmen coming in is don't be afraid to redo your work. If you have something just a little off, it's worth it to take the time and redo that work. Our CTE program really stands out because of the teachers. We have great teachers, including Mr. Fogarty and Mr. Reed, who are always energetic and they just want to help you learn and get better at what you're doing.
So our LNA program, it's a 2-year health science program. So this program prepares students for the real world. I would say there's multiple success stories. A majority of our students are successful graduating this program, and I'll say all of our students are successful graduating the program. I'd say the biggest skills that they're taking out of this program is professionalism. They get to learn how to communicate with real people, real patients in situations that are not necessarily ideal. So these students are getting to learn to communicate with them, learn professionalism, and learn the skills critical to help these people in need. Our LNA students participate in extended learning opportunities. So Mid-State, for example, is one where the students get to go participate in the extended learning opportunity for additional school credit as well. But most of these students end up getting job offers directly from this experience and can have a job immediately post-graduation to work as LNAs or MAs.
It's always been something that I've been interested in. My family's in the nursing career and I've just always been interested. I love helping people.
I'm taking this program because I've always had an interest in the nursing field and it gets you a head start for college.
The most valuable skill that I've learned in this program is being able to help people, not just helping their disease, but focusing on the whole person.
So my advice, you kind of need to be compassionate about, as a future career. You gotta be motivated and you gotta kind of step up to the next level, kind of exceed the expectations from the teachers.
Even if you're not going into the nursing fields or anything medical, then you still learn skills that are important, especially if you're gonna be a parent or have anything to do with.
A challenge for me is discipline with studying. You have to make time to study, and it's really discipline. If you don't make the time to study, that's on you, and it's really gonna show.
You learn real world skills, and you learn more about different fields, which is important too. So it's not just nursing, you learn about many other things.
Yeah, I'm going into the dental field, and I just think this is a really great start for me. I know a lot already. It's just really good to have. Obviously, it's offered in high school, so it's juniors, seniors.
Yeah, we also get to have the opportunity to do our clinicals at multiple different places. I feel a lot of programs are more centered towards one or the other, but we go to Spear and we also go to the nursing home, so it's very
diverse.
Yeah, you don't only learn one, you get to see both sides.
This is just a really great program. I really enjoy it. You really get close with the people, your classmates and the teacher, the residents that we go to and see. It's just a great program.
For this program, you actually get to work with other nurses at Spear Hospital, the nurses, the RNs, or the LNAs, and you actually be able to ask questions and actually like for different situations, because you know the textbook only gives you a certain amount of information, but being in the situation in the moment at a facility definitely help you give it an advantage over other programs.
The thing that makes our CTE program unique is that we go outside every day and have an experience in the wild. Whether it's working with outdoor professionals or just being out in nature and exploring the world, we learn skills by going out and doing it. So the outdoor recreation industry in New Hampshire is a $3 billion industry, so the number of different careers for students in New Hampshire is almost unlimited. It could be fish and game, it could be working at a ski area, it could be mountain bike coaching. There's all kinds of different opportunities for students. We also learn trail building skills with trail builders, professional trail builders in the industry, and canoe and kayak skills. So it's a wide range of things, but I have students regularly tell me there's stuff that they use that we learn in class every day. So this program is unique because we get to go outside in the field. We have those double blocks, so it's after lunch we go out on a big outdoor adventure. Today we were snowshoeing and building fires.
For me, I really wanted to get out of the classroom, and I was really interested for my career to go outside and do like that kind of stuff. I do ski patrol at Waterville, and this class is like perfect because it like teaches you ropes and like wilderness first aid and that type of stuff. So it'd just be perfect for what I want to do.
I like the idea of being outside and doing things and being hands-on versus sitting in the classroom all day.
The most valuable skill I've probably learned in this class so far is probably knot tying. He makes us practice it over and over again, which we are right now.
Gives you another range of knowledge that you wouldn't necessarily get normally in school.
So I'm not aware of any other CTE programs, but I have done one. It was wild, but it's also like in this type. I mean, we did a lot more activities, I feel like, because it was an overnight, and it's like the same thing, but we do a little bit more paperwork in here, but I think that's more like better for you to learn because everything he says is on the paper.
Hands-on learning is everything here in the TV and media production program. Without it, we wouldn't be able to do anything. We start the kids off in our intro class of video editing and learning Adobe Premiere Pro, and building to the point where when they leave that class, they have the opportunity of taking the ACA exam for being certified in Premiere Pro.
I actually wanted to join the CTE program purely because I thought it would be really cool to like become a YouTuber or something. I mean,
the most valuable skill I probably learned is the video editing, because you can do so much with it, with like content creation now, and just like other little stuff for like class projects.
I think this program will help me in my future as a teacher, actually, because my ability to like put together something engaging for my students when I have them, so that they actually pay attention and remember the lesson.
I just like never knew what I wanted to do, and I know it's something I can bounce between work and still loving, and yeah, just.
I cannot emphasize this enough. Do your work on time. I am a almost clinical procrastinator. Do your work the day you get it. If you don't do it then, there's a pretty good chance you won't do it at all.
Honestly, I think the hardest project was probably last year with the drones, because I was so afraid of like it just breaking or like dying in midair. And then the editing process too, like the files were so big and it was such a pain to render.
You could get your Premiere Pro certification through the school. That was one of the things that you could take from this program to go into your professional life further past graduation. You know, with that, some CT courses you can also gain experience in the field as an extended learning opportunity or work-based learning. So both of those are very important, I'd say.
This program collaborates with the industry and local businesses with our partnership with Pemmy Baker TV. Our students, some of them work for the station now, have a chance of understanding where media goes, how does it get out to the public in a real world scenario. We bring professionals in from the industry to talk about marketing, to talk about live production, and see if that can kind of spark some of our students in finding a niche and a avenue for them in their professional career.
What makes us stand out is that you don't have to take AP classes, you don't have to have the best grades, you still have to keep them up, but you can still get something for graduation, will look good on a college application, and you don't have to do what other kids are doing with like honors and all that other stuff.
I think that as someone who wants to go into either opening my own business or going to college and just going into like sales or something like that, I have the skills to do it based on like what we've been taught.
I mean, I learned a lot about entrepreneurship, so I think I could carry that on to my future life. What inspired me to join this program was my friends in the past marketing group. They told me to have fun and do it, and I would learn a lot, and I have.
There's stuff like entrepreneurship, opening your own business, marketing and sales, but there's also just like so many unique positions in marketing, like wholesalers, distributors, stuff like that, that's also part of marketing.
Career opportunities that I see are, once you leave here, you have the ability to go anywhere, and it looks really good in resumes too, to say that you've done this program.
I would say that we work a lot, just not necessarily an internship or an apprentice, but coming in and having the school store to do, and working at the snack shack for school football games, stuff like that. That's like an experience that kind of relates back to marketing.
I want the general public to know what wonderful things we're doing in this school. We have really dedicated instructors that really care about not only the students, but they care about their industry and their craft. And the space that we have is just, you know, state of the art. It's second to none. You know, I would employ them to come out and see our space and see what we do, because it's really amazing the things that our teachers and students are doing here at Plymouth.